I've heard some people who don't live here won't believe it, but Canada actually gets heat waves once in a while, and Ottawa's going through one right now. So if you can hear a fan in the back of this video, I'm sorry, but I'm not turning it off. It's too damn hot here. I'm practically sticking to my couch right now. Anyways, this is Wily Stage 4. And I sped the middle up because it's just the boss fights all over again. And actually looks Tim, the guy who does the Redeemers videos with me, and the guy who my original blog was like directed towards, he swears that every game you play looks better when it's sped up. And I argued with him about this for a good long time, but this actually does look fucking sick. I gotta hand it to him. Whenever I speed this up, it actually makes me look like I'm playing about 10,000 times better than I am. Anyways, yeah, I've been having a really good week this week because a bit of luck and a bit of skill, really. The first thing was that Sin and Punishment 2 came out on Sunday, and I think I've stated in several videos that I was more excited about that game than any other game this year, and I was so not disappointed. Like, the anticipation paid off. There's a lot of games where you just get over-anticipated and ends up sucking, but man, Sin and Punishment is quickly taking over Ikaruga as one of my most favorite games. I don't know if it's quite there yet, though, but it might be my most favorite game of all time. And I'm happy to announce that I'm apparently one of the #1 players in Canada right now. I got to #1 on the leaderboard. And at first I did it like 2 hours after it came out or something, so it was just kind of like, I got lucky. But after that, I did it about a week later, and I was still #1. Nearly 1CC'd already, but haven't quite. So I guess nobody in Canada's 1CC'd it. That was on easy mode anyways, but I'll take what I can get. And I do plan on getting in, hopefully at least the top 5 on all difficulties with all characters eventually, because I'll be playing the shit out of that one. And then the other thing that I wanted to talk about was today I actually won a contest on Gotaku, so that's really exciting. And I can't say, like, unfortunately, I can't say, like, well, maybe not unfortunately, but I can't be like, oh, these things never happen to me, you know, I'm so happy I finally won something, because I'm actually a fairly lucky guy. I mean, like, when I was little, I must have found about 20 4-leaf clovers, just randomly, like, out of chance. I haven't found one recently, but when I was little, I used to find them all the time. And I'm not entirely, like, I have won contests before. I've won, you know, videos and coloring contests when I was a kid and stuff, and a couple 50-50 draws, and like, I don't know, my ticket always seems to get picked for some reason. So I'm just lucky. I'm really lucky. But it was pretty sweet because I don't think I've entered too many Kotaku contests before, or if I have, they certainly didn't require too much input on my part, which this one actually didn't require anything. They just picked somebody randomly from the comments, and I happened to win. But the prize that I got was really sick because it was a collection of 5 Scott Pilgrim t-shirts, which I guess they gave away at the E3 Scott Pilgrim party thing that went on. And yeah, that's that's a pretty decent prize. I guess they only gave out 1 to each person, so it's pretty rare that anybody would have the full set from what I've heard of this. And I'm really excited to get them actually. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. I'll definitely be doing like an unboxing or whatever they send them to me in, and just showing them off on my YouTube channel right here. Just because, you know, my Bape DS unboxing got a shitload of views, and I think I'll be a bit smarter about it this time and not make so many, like, smart-ass jokes, because, I don't know, I thought that video was funny, but I got a lot of troll comments, which was to be expected, obviously, on YouTube, and I loved it. Like, I replied to most of them, if not all of them. You can go check it out. I thought some of my replies were funny, and I always have a great time with that kind of shit. Maybe I should just be arrogant again. Be like, I won because I'm so awesome. I was randomly picked in a draw because of my abilities. Oh, by the way, I am embarrassed by the number of energy tanks I use on this boss. But yeah, Scott Pilgrim, that does look like a great movie, one that I'm really excited about. I guess, well, obviously just for the same reasons why I like Tron and shit like that. It's, you know, related to video games and you don't see that enough. Oop, hold on, I'm getting a text message. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, Scott Pilgrim looks to be an excellent film. I can't wait for that to come out, so I'm pretty excited about getting these shirts. Especially because the designs on the shirts are actually the ones done by Paul Robinson, who's doing the art for the game, and he's the guy who did, his most popular one was Pirate Baby Cabana Battle, which is just a really cool animation, but the one that I like by him is, it's called Kings of Power 4,000,000,000%, and that's really more of an art film in itself. It is still like a really cool, violent, video game-inspired animation, but with a much deeper message than the Pirate Baby one, so that's actually one of my most favorite movies of all time. And it's only 10 minutes long, look it up, or I'll give you the link at the bottom. So yeah, those are the pictures on the shirts, and I'm a big fan of him, so double the excitement there. And what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the whole idea of like, well, we know video game movies based on video games tend to kind of fail, but like movies like Tron and I'd imagine Scott Pilgrim just sort of end up these underground successes, you know. Even though Tron was by no means a masterpiece, it's still an awesome movie, and one of my favorite just to watch. So but then now there seems to be also be this trend where it's going the other way, and like they're making movies but that are tied to games, sort of like well, okay, I guess the best thing to do would be to give the example of the Mortal Kombat one, which sort of went viral because it was so awesome, and the dude was just trying to get a movie pitch to Warner Brothers to get the franchise rebooted, and it was awesome. It totally looks like the direction Mortal Kombat needs to go to, and it was so much grittier, and all the characters were like serial killers and stuff, and like well, I'll just link to it, you have to watch it. And after I saw that one, like I noticed like 5 or 6 other movies popped up around the same time. There was like a live action prequel for Alan Wake, which is really good, and that one was really promotional. Like you're gonna want to play the game after that, because it sort of just sets up the game, and then it leaves you all confused at the end, so you have to play the game. So it is kind of like a promotional item, but it's really well done, and it's actually worth a watch because it's it really adds to the experience of the game too. So I got no problems with that. There were countless Street Fighter movies in the past little while, and one of my favorites, the Street Fighter High one, is actually getting a sequel now. But honestly, my favorite one right now is shocking, because this isn't just like some little 10-minute short film. There is a 90-minute movie. Again, I'll link to it in the you can find all these movies in the description. A 90-minute movie on none other than our very own Mega Man, that was just fan-made, like low budget, but still amazing. Like for the amateur, like the actors were completely amateur, and for amateur actors, it was actually, some of the roles were pretty unforgettable. Like some were okay, like Mega Man wasn't bad, Roll was kind of bad, but then others like Dr. Light was perfect. Wily, he seems a little over the top at first, but the more he's on screen, the more you're just like, wow, this is Wily. And you just really get into it, and overall it's just a great movie. I'm running out of time here because I didn't cover the final boss because I was running out of time, but yeah, definitely check those out. I'll post them at the bottom. Have a good one.